Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Friday, the 1st of March. Millions of dollars in reparations will be paid to the victims of the Whakaari White Island eruption and their families. 5 companies who took tourists to the volcanic island before the fatal eruption in 2019 have been sentenced. RNZ reports the island's owner, Whakaari Management Limited, was ordered to pay more than $4.8 million in reparations and fined just over $1 million. White Island Tours must pay $5 million in reparations and Volcanic Air Safaris just over $300,000. Both were also fined just over $500,000. 2 other operators, Arius and Kahu, also received fines. And GNS Science will be sentenced later this afternoon. The Prime Minister's responded to criticism levelled against him over his accommodation allowance. When he's in the capital, Chris Luxon lives in his own mortgage-free apartment, claiming a $52,000 a year accommodation subsidy. He is entitled to the money, but it comes as he's asked many in the public service to cut back their spending up to 7.5%. Luxon says the Prime Minister's residence in Wellington currently has maintenance issues, which is why he's not living there.
We're trying to find a way to deal with those. It's obviously a very challenging time for New Zealand. We're very careful about making sure we're not spending government money in places it doesn't need to be spent.
But Labour's leader Chris Hipkins says Luxon needs to apply his own tough love standards to himself.
Christopher Luxon has access to a free house. The Prime Ministerial residence is available for free to every Prime Minister, and it's a residence that's been good enough for every Prime Minister up to Christopher Luxon.
Labour's police spokesperson says the government's plan to crack down on gang members is no better than what's currently in place. Associate Justice Minister Nicole McKee is expanding the application of the Firearms Prohibition Order regime, allowing police to conduct warrantless searches on gang members they suspect of having an illegal firearm. Ginny Anderson says she supports taking guns off gang members, but doesn't think this will do that.
The only change they're making is to widen the group of offences to include drug offences. From what I've seen, it's not just being a gang member alone that enables an FPO to be applied.
Health New Zealand is admitting there were still hundreds of people waiting more than 12 months for surgery at the end of last year. That's in spite of a goal to get that number down to 0. Labour's Aisha Verrills questioning officials at the Health Select Committee as part of the Whatu Order's annual review. Despite a high volume of surgeries last year, Chief Executive Margie Apa acknowledged the target wasn't met.
Our goal was to treat everyone and have no one waiting by December, and we can confirm that by December we had about 300 or 400 that were still waiting, but we need to confirm that.
To sport, and a surprising admission from one of New Zealand's greatest ever rugby players. Sevens legend Portia Woodman-Wycliffe has opened up on the doubts that have plagued her throughout her career, the wing admitting she's struggled with self-belief. Good injury news in the strikers' ranks for the Wellington Phoenix heading into their home game against Adelaide on Sunday. Veteran Costa Barbarouses is ahead of where the Knicks expected him to be, while fellow forward Oscar Zavada is also set to play off the bench in the capital. I'm Raylene Ramsey, and that is Newstalk. That is your latest news fix from the Newstalk ZB newsroom. We'll be back with the next update for you tomorrow morning.